Night weaning is the process of dropping those nighttime feeds, which is something that typically happens for most babies before their first birthday. Some babies night wean completely naturally without any effort, but other babies need dedicated time and effort to cut out those nighttime feeds. And that's going to involve reducing or eliminating those night feeds, allowing both you and your little one to enjoy more uninterrupted, restful nights. Every family is unique, and night weaning should be approached with care and sensitivity. Before you start night weaning, it's important to have a couple of things in place. First, you need to structure the daytime feedings so that your little one is getting all the calories and nutrition they need during the day. Your baby needs a certain number of calories in a 24-hour period, and if they're not getting those calories during the day, they're going to need to make up for those feeds at night. So you can gradually, naturally start to increase their calories during the day before you start to reduce their calories at night. When you eliminate nighttime feedings, you'll need to make up for those feedings during the day, or your baby may then wake up hungry at night. I recommend milk feeding every 2.5 to 3 hours during the day, and then 3 solid feedings a day if your baby has started solids. Take a look at the Nanit Sleep Schedule Generator, which creates schedules for babies so that they can get all of their calories during the day, and it has been designed specifically to encourage babies to consume all of their calories during the day and not need those nighttime feedings. Second, you want your baby to fall asleep by themselves in the crib at the beginning of the night. A baby who falls asleep on their own is more likely to settle themselves in the night without needing your intervention. It's frustrating for a baby to wake up and need something that they can't get for themselves. When they need something that they can't get, they'll call out for you to give it to them. So if your baby can fall back to sleep on their own, those night feeds will drop very quickly. Once you've laid the foundation, know that there are a range of options in how you might night wean depending on your baby and your parenting style. Some families will choose to wean all at once and just stop offering night feeds. We would call this a cold turkey approach, and I typically don't recommend it unless your baby is well established on solids and you are sure that they're getting everything they need during the day. If you're bottle feeding and choose to wean your baby gradually, I suggest cutting down the amount of milk they're getting each night feeding over a period of a couple of weeks. Reduce the number of ounces your baby is taking for each night feed every few days until they're no longer feeding at night. If you're breastfeeding, nurse for shorter and shorter periods of time over a few weeks. I suggest using 10 or 15 minutes as a starting point. By 4 or 5 months, your baby should be able to get all of the milk they need in 10 or 15 minutes, so work down from there. You'll also want to be conscious of how your baby is sucking. As soon as they stop eating and start comfort sucking, unlatch them and put them back in the crib. If your night weaning process falls somewhere in the middle, when your baby wakes at night, you can give your baby a chance to get back to sleep on their own and set a time limit on how long you'll give them to get back to sleep. So if they haven't settled themselves in that time period, go in and feed them. When it comes to night weaning, the most important thing you can do is have your baby fall asleep by themselves in the crib at the beginning of the night. The next most important thing you can do is be consistent. It also helps to be confident in your approach. Trust yourself. You have all the tools you need at your fingertips, and we're here to help make it easier for you. Use the care logs in your Nanit app to help you feel more confident and sure of what your baby needs during this transition. You can easily track and log your baby's feedings and sleep progress so you can really feel in tune and confident during this transition. Use the sleep stats in your Nanit app to help you feel good about their accomplishments and know that they're on the right track. So set yourself and your baby up for success. Make a plan and try to stick to it for a couple of weeks. Use your Nanit app to track their progress and know that in the end, you will all be getting a better night's sleep.